Hello everyone, welcome back. This is Mark Russell here, Mystic South Gaming, and episode 4, just getting my bearings of where I am. As you can see, I've got a bunch of projects in the running. I've got to just finish doing the numbers game and get that through the post-production. I'm very lucky to have pushed through a really quick project because I was looking at a gap in the calendar, but thankfully this movie came out pretty quickly. It was a nice cheap movie to make, and it's the reason why I try and get a lot of short projects going. You don't want to commit to the adventures, the Wild West, the big productions too early, because you want to. My strategy is constantly bringing in income. I want to constantly just have cinemas being used because then we're making money. That's how it is in the beginning. I've just noticed now that both titles of my movies death, which is fine for Halloween, but I'm not sure for Thanksgiving. But they're both romances. They're both kind of family friendly. No, this one's family friendly. This one I think is more for adults. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why I've actually kind of decided to choose this gap here, because these movies are releasing here, and yeah, I figured I'm trying to just apply my brain to the real world. Thanksgiving is more for like family type movies, that the whole family can go and enjoy. I've picked the week after, and there's a nice gap here because there's 2 movies coming out the week after that. So that's why I've picked the chair. It's also for 4 weeks after Dead Sailor's wedding. And if you look here, I think, if I remember from the last time I played, I think I would have left cinema seats open for reruns of Dead Sailor's Wedding. Alright, any upgrades I'm expecting? This one's almost done. Line production office, that is key. Not as key as the next upgrade I'm going to get, which is B unit, auxiliary unit, which means I can save time on my production time shooting. Which is, you'll see, it just allows me more wiggle room if I run late and I need to get movies into the cinemas, into distribution. I can then at least hurry up the process. And then you'll see when I get the line production office, there's a couple other options, but those come with compromise. And yeah, let's say I'm gonna get going here. I'm expecting medium landscaping. This is quite key. As soon as this happens, I need to upgrade it because it affects everyone's mood, everyone's happiness and loyalty. Is getting the medium landscaping up and running. Alright, I'm gonna finish planning this numbers game. Give it security. You see, there's not much I can do in terms of service level. I'm waiting for that to come out. When the line production office comes, I get these 2. But if you think about it, it's logical, right? If you cut crucial scenes only, you don't have a flushed out story. Very quickly, so that's a very typical thing that producers do, because they worry, in the real world, they worry about runtime. Because the longer the runtime, the less times they can rerun the movie. And a lot of producers think that if the movie runs too long, people won't watch the movie, which is not true in my case. Then minimal takes only. So yeah, I've worked on productions where you literally have 2, maybe 3 takes per setup, which is it does mean that everyone has to come to the party, and if there's something that's not fine-tuned, you just have to carry on. Whereas this is film, and I guess I was alluding to series, you could get up to, depending on the set, depending on the director, depending on the actors, you can get up to like, I don't know, I've been on commercials where you've had like 30 something takes. So and then obviously that takes time. So yeah, then I'm going to hit start production. Yeah, it's going to take 69 days on location and 19 days in studio. Yeah, let's speed this up. Very nice. That's The Blind Love. That's the movie that we inherited. Okay. I got actors that need attention. This guy's a problem child. I don't mind 1 vice, but 2, He's a misogynist and an alcoholic, means he's going to constantly cause trouble. I'm not too invested in this character. Because so far I haven't seen any mechanics in the game that can turn him around. I can't send him for rehab or, you know, anything like that. I can gift him, but I'm just kind of actually avoiding him because he always gets trouble on set. Always gets, you know, notifications. And then this lady's a zero. I'm also not going to use her. This guy, however, could use a bit of love. I'm going to give him a gift. He's been making movies, probably overworked, and I'm sure this is going to go a long way. It's only going to increase his loyalty by 5, but at least he's going to be happy. Hopefully his movies do well. And we carry on, yeah? But there's still 7 others, but there's no others here. Oh, actors, there we go. Editors. Okay, Oliver Grant, you can also get a watch. He's a little bit happier. But he's at least loyal, so he's not going to drop me. But hopefully by the time these contracts come up, I will, you know, up for renewal, I will get someone better. Okay, the script is finished. Very average, but it's what to be expected. To see who the writer was. Philip Palmer. He's capped. Okay, so at this point, he can't go up any more stars. Because he's nice and cheap, I'm going to hang on to him for now until I need more writers. But what I'm going to do with this guy now is, unfortunately, he's going to have to be thrown into scripted research and development. He's going to have to do lots and lots and lots of research because he's not going to give me better scripts. And I gave him a pretty decent story to write. I think this is the one. I know. All his defeats. No, this is an idea. Okay. I'm going to shelve this for now. I don't have anything in pre-production, but I just want to see what my other scripts are. Oh, problems in both movies. Okay, let's do Road to the Horizon first. An unknown person called in a bomb threat. They said everyone would get blown up during filming unless we reduce the working hours to 8 days. Let them try decreases crew's happiness by 15, or I go down to 8 hours a day. And then filming is complete and don't use time. So it's going according to plan. What does this mean? Details. This is my low budget movie, I think. Yeah. You know what? Just for this movie, I normally just do a let them try, call their bluff. And it just makes the crew a bit unhappy. I'm going to see what happens if I choose the 8-hour day of filming. Then let's see if I open a can of worms and see if the crew keep asking for this. Yeah, let's find out. Okay, Chain Buchsbaum is bringing 12 assistants to set. One makes the coffee, one makes the one massages his feet. They cook his meals, and a steady stream of strangers is causing a fuss, slowing everything down, but the actor won't work without servants. Okay. I don't think I've had this before. I can't do anything about that. I can't have this thing slow by 50%. It's only 2 days into shooting, so this is going to be a massive problem. I can't do this third option, which is have any available crew members serve them. That's going to decrease the reputation of the studio, but not by much. But I can't do that because I need... that's a bug. Okay, so I'm going to throw them on their asses. Throw them out on their asses. So his loyalty would decrease by 30. But then I'm going to give him a watch. Let's give him a watch. At least soften the blow. Okay. Sorry, guy. We're here to work, mate. We're a team. No one's more special than the other, even though you're probably at the top. Okay, line production office. And I'm going to go straight for auxiliary crews. 500 days. Let's see how much discount I can get. I kind of need to do this, and I need to spend my influence. I got production support. This is also quite important, but I'll do this afterwards. Stage 2 would be the normal way I go, but you'll see. I guess I want to just see what if I get this early, to see what kind of help it gives. And yeah, this time around I want to I'm paying more attention to on location shooting, and I want to see what the difference is, you know. And yeah, so I'm gonna, in just over a year, I'm gonna be able to do the units. Okay, what's next? I need to see what scripts I've got. We got Rotten Fates, that's the one we bought for $1,000, and then I've got a bunch of other run-of-the-mill ones. You know what? I think I'm gonna do this one. Push it through. Let's I mean, it's not a bad makeup. Adventure, detective, thriller. Femme Fatale in there. Or do we just go for this one? Let's do Rotten Fates. See what happens. It's definitely not going to stay there. It's going to come down in quality. Whereas my bad scripts generally go up when I get a good team together. Thomas Morrison, you need a bit of a pick-me-up, buddy. There's a watch for you. You are valued. And I'm going to shoot this on location. Actually, let's see what studio we've got here. City streets definitely on location. City interiors I can do in a studio. Movie theater I can do in a studio. Station I'd rather do outside, so we can do exteriors and establishes. That's where the auxiliary crew would come in the real world. Like I can go shoot an establisher on the outside of the building, and then you can have like officers on the inside. Actually, let's do that. Let's do the studio. Let's do. Yeah, I saved 3 days and a lot of money if I just do it in the studio. So I'm definitely doing studio streets. I'm gonna give something outside, so I'm gonna do. Actually saves 8 days. Filming, look, filming goes from 73 days to 85 days if I go on location. See what happens when I go on location for everything. It goes to 103 days. Everything's on studio, 73 days. But the hidden info here is production value. And let's see what I do. I want to try and get in on that $500,000 amount. Yeah, so from what I think this is, if it's highlighted, these are your key locations. And then so that's my logic with the city streets exterior, so I'd rather do that on location, get the production value, and then the rest, I mean this is interior, so you should do a studio anyway, and then the rest I'm going to do because they're like auxiliary sets and they're quite quick, so, and you know, on location it's going to add up because you also have prep time. So I'm going to try that. 85 days is not the worst for shooting. I don't really have options for technology at the moment. There's movie theaters, there's the hotel, and there's some office space. I'm going to go for the extras. And I'm going to still keep it. I haven't had problems with crews, so I'm still going to keep crews enough. Let's get a director onto this. I don't have any more gifts. I've actually already given him a gift. So let's hope this movie does okay. Oh, this is my star player. Oh, yes, this is Rotten Fates, so it'll be good to have a good director on here. Hopeless Romantic. You know what? Let's make this Wendy Carpenter's starring role. And oof. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I kind of know what's gonna happen if I put stars, like people at this level, with Wendy Carpenter as the lead. They're gonna have issues. They're gonna have big issues. I wonder if this is the one. Just thinking. Yeah. Well, let's try. Let's make the love interest Ronnie McCoy. He's got star power. Let's see. He doesn't want to work with him, but I can negotiate. Is any ad offer? No, can't do the watch. So it's just $30,000 as Ronnie McCoy working with Wendy. So I don't know. Let's see. Sure. I don't want to spend too much money on this, but I'm hoping the high quality director and Ronnie McCoy is enough to keep the value of this film quite high. And do we try Sarah? Do we? She's all over the place. Let's see what other actresses there are. I'm gonna see if I can find a mid-level actress. I don't want to go too high because we'll have the same problems. Rival. Seated. Thelma Tucker. What else we got here? A misogynist that's also libidious. Wow. Sounds like a sociopath. Let's see. This is maybe a little bit too low. She's alright. Thelma Tucker is probably my front runner, or Anne Marshall. She's a xenophobe. Darlene Zalman. She's a very expensive actress, and she's a xenophobe. Unassuming. Friendly, easygoing. She easily makes friends and finds common ground with people. Maybe I should try this. Maybe she finds common ground with Wendy. And then she's also a promising talent, so... yeah, I mean, I don't know what... I'm worried I'm going to be dipping too far into the finances. Maybe we just get it for one movie and see what happens. And then maybe she wants to renew her contract. Yeah, I'm spending a lot of money just to get Wendy Carpenter on screen, eh? But let's see if we can get her to the top. Oh, now I'm negotiating more. This is tough. But she may show willingness to work with the actress, so another $30,000. So I've spent almost $100,000 just to get Wendy Carpenter to star in a role. So hopefully the director gives her a lot of help. Hopefully her supporting characters give her a lot of help. Actually, I'm gonna have a look and see what kind of producer I can get, because I might need a strong producer just to manage them, you know. I definitely can't get a misogynist. Someone who can deal with people, but there's no one really worthwhile, yeah. Yeah, everyone's on other jobs. That's worthwhile. So let's see how Vincent does. If he can manage everything. At the moment, this movie's going to come in at over 300,000, so I've got probably another 30,000 for post-production, and then 150 for cinemas and advertising. So I'll probably try and keep it in-house as much as possible. Let's start. Right. Come on, Road to Horizon. I need these quick productions to actually be quick, otherwise I'm wasting my time here. As soon as this one's done shooting, I'm going to start the next pre-production. And that's how we'll do it. We'll just keep it rolling. Okay, and Rose. Elena Gutierrez has been doing a lot of interviews lately. However, she's been going way off script. For example, in a recent conversation with an exquisite cinematic, she said, "We treat our extras like farm cattle. Maybe we could do something and maybe stop the interviews." So I can stop the interviews. Actually, I can't because I'm out of influence points. I can... Who are we to forbid her from talking? So I don't want to lose too much reputation. If I can help it. Let's see. And Gutierrez. Oh, she's a star. Well, I don't want to decrease her loyalty. I kind of want to keep her around. This is a very good one game. But decrease her loyalty by 30, she's probably going to not be willing to work again. So I'm going to have to go for this one. I would have loved to have done this one. But my influence is very low at the moment. And that's my fault because I pushed a research upgrade. So I'm going to just let her carry on. Take the knock. Yay, the secret's gone away. Well done. Done, security. Okay, I see there's 2 build options. I'm going to build my line production office. Put it roughly. That's where the studio spaces are going. Fine, I'm not going to need more, so... Generally I go for the middle one quite a lot because it takes a long time for the buildings to degrade, and that's a big jump in prices. So I go for the middle one in this one. Then there's another building I can build. Did I do marketing and outreach? No. Let's build marketing and outreach. Gosh. I'm going to put it here. This is one of the most important buildings. And I kind of need it done quite quickly, but 40 days is not too bad. Because Mr. and Mrs. Luck, I guess I can hold off. What do I hold off? Done in 14 days. I can't believe I missed this. You know what, let's do it properly. I'm gonna stop that big a hit. And then this will go out for 4 weeks and should hopefully work. Numbers game, what's happening here? Chan Boxman insists that a real maniac will help him play a serial killer better. Well, we can do without a serial killer, and our response happiness will decrease by 40 because he wants like I guess he wants help. But yeah, I have friends who are real serial killers. Wow, high quality film. I'm not a friendly. I haven't met the bootlegger yet, so I can't choose this option. That's sad. I can't do this either because the police chief isn't friends either. I haven't been introduced to these people, so that's very silly. They're just gonna have to be unhappy. Alrighty, no more delays, please. Thanks. Okay, so we've gone as far as we can go with Death Delivery Service. I'm gonna enter distribution. It's a profitable film. I can't, and it made what? Over 200% gross profit, so I can't get too upset. Script department, I have my freelancers office. So let's just, for the sake of showing everyone what we can do now. Come on. So I can go to ideas. I can then go Wild West Adventure Night, which is random. Romance, Modern American Town, hopeless romantic. I can go right. And I can even get Philip Palmer, which I actually need. I've just been reminded I need to send him on a research trip. Or I can go to outsource it to a freelancer. Now, freelancers are expensive. This is per month. So you've got to do a bit of a calculation in your head. Writing time, 77 days. So I'm going to worst case round it up. So $150,000 gets you a script from a 7.1 action writer. I can go for Herbert Ford. It's going to give me a kick-ass script. But there's something you could always remember. You actually want competent people throughout the process. So if you have a banger of a script and you have a terrible crew, you're not going to maintain that level of like that you get from the script. So I want to go a bit cheaper, and as you can see, these guys are a little bit, they're better than Philip. So yes, he's an alcoholic, but he's very happy. He can have it 77 days. This is going to be very cheap, and then hopefully he gives me like a 4 or 5 level script, and I can maintain it there all the way through. So that's right. Initially I was thinking of not using freelance writers, but I didn't. I was hoping that he wouldn't stop at 2. stars. Let's research 105 days with 20% success rate. So I'm just going to keep him doing that throughout. Okay, let's see if we've maintained any level of quality here with Wendy Carpenter as the lead role of Rotten Fates. Oof. Not bad. Let's see how we shoot. Rate is good, everyone else is not good. No bueno. Purity. So 41 days on location, 43 days in the soundstage 1. Yeah, that goes. The black guitar. There's 3, so let's see what it's rated at. And then I'm just waiting for Road to the Horizon to finish shooting, and then I'll start the next project. D+. I mean, 2 stars is better than I thought I'd get. There's a nice quick production. It was really quick. We slapped it together. Yeah, fill up your script, buddy. I mean, unfortunately, it's not going to get any better than that. Yeah, so you're stuck in research development. So it's a nice cheap movie. I'll probably get it in for 100. It's in for 350,000. Although it's actually pretty good. I'm gonna leave this until the marketing is opened. Yeah, I'm gonna. Wait, Black Guitar? Oh, I didn't even advertise for it. That's what. This is the one I didn't even advertise for. So let's see what kind of numbers it brings in. Mr. and Mrs. Luck, I'm going to try keep it to. Sure. Already at 477,000. I have to advertise for that, but I might have to go up to about 600,000. 280,000 for the Road to the Horizon. So I've got post-production will probably be 20-30,000, and then I've got 190,000 to play with. Not bad, and it's almost level 5 movie. 5-star popcorn. I'm focusing on popcorn at the moment. It's all about the money, and then later we focus on artistry when we're in the world of awards and stuff. I stopped filming for 10 days, and I'm still pretty much in budget. We worked 8 hours a day. Probably a happier crew. We slowed down shooting 50% for 2 days because of that other crisis. So this was a very up and down job, but it's finished. It was supposed to be done much quicker. Let's see what editors we can put on here. I think Emma and Louis should stick on this. Let's make you a bit happier, buddy. Actually gonna give gifts to everyone quick in post-production. They hardly ever see the sunlight, so I understand. Go. The heck, let's give you one as well. Gifts. Poser. Yeah, let's keep the strong guys on it. Let's make sure the quality is good. As good as it can be. Always find this a bit pointless. It's never too costly to get post-production done. And I think this is maybe something in the game they should look at. There's no jeopardy here. It's all just about getting higher ranked. It's all just about getting higher ranked people into the position and then increasing the quality. Yeah, I don't know if they should make this a bit more difficult, because this is kind of just a plug and play and carry on. Yeah. Okay, so we got the Road to the Horizon in post-production. I'm waiting for Candle for the Word of the Lord. Wretched Darkness, America. We don't like the botchery. Okay, I said I was going to do pre-productions. Let's find the script. I'm going to do all his defeats this time. Seems like of not only the rating, just the sort of makeup of the show kind of makes the most sense. It's better than Modern American City, Hopeless Romantic. There's a jousting tournament in the city. The protagonist dying heroically to a murderer. Seems far-fetched. Maybe it's like a Guy Ritchie film or something. Anyway, where it's like, you know, you kind of accept the eccentricity of it. Okay, let's start this project. I think it's got our best chance. Okay, Soundstage 2. Ricardo Reed, sorry. Richard Reed's Marvel character. Town Square, I want to be done exterior. Bank can be interior. Store can be interior. Market interior. Diner. Now this should use a lot of extras. And also I'm saving time. My biggest location exterior for production value. And then the rest can be done interior on stage. At the moment, we're not really, this is all our only option. So right now it's going to come in like with all the other ones, just about under $300,000 for post-production. It's good. You can easily get it much higher than that. Not careful. Daring adventure. Let's put our Randy Bird, our high value actor in. Give it to Roy. Is unhappy. He's also a bit unhappy. Let's just keep the gifts rolling, eh? Femme Fatale. Elena Gutierrez. Okay. Allow me to give you some unsolicited advice. You know better than me that viewers love familiar faces and familiar roles, but it's better to not overdo it. If you shoot the same actor in the same roles and genres too often, people will start to resent it. Try to give the audience time to miss her favorite character. Oh, okay. Femme Fatale. She's been Femme Fatale twice. Well, I don't think she's going to be abandoned, eh? I'm going to make Gabriel happy. I'm going to choose Gabriel as the bandit. But, I mean, it's the only option I have for Femme Fatale. Because I can't have Lydia Globe in there. And this has got a long way to go in filming. Well, I'm just gonna have to have her in again. I think this, the fact that she's a superstar will counterbalance that, hopefully. Okay, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna commission. Protagonist avoids punishment. Hey. If I should have a right script. I've got 2 other scripts going, so I'm gonna have you repeat quick one more time, and then we can go. Okay, with C, without advertising, it opens with all my cinemas, which is not a lot, at 46%, so less than half full. Only ranked at number 5. So if I'm at best, I'm gonna break even with this production, and also I only spent $182,000. Now this is why your marketing and distribution is so important. Your advertising, the movie. The last it's like a sleeper hit. With a bit of luck, like maybe later on, there's some mechanics that can increase the likelihood of word of mouth getting out there. But I'm expecting this to almost halve the next time around, which means we will break even, but only just. And this could have been a movie that could easily have made 200% profit on us. Okay, 15 days left on my marketing building. Amateur cook. Okay, another very average script. Let's hope Walter West can keep writing good stuff. Shelve this. Put him on something else. Ideas, romance, ideas. Another romance. Wild West, daring adventure, romance. Okay. Write it, sir. Not happy, and I've already given him a gift, huh? Ungrateful. Ungrateful. Okay. 11 days. What else? What other upgrades are coming? This is almost done. Landscaping is almost done. Let me speed this up quick. Okay, there we go. Upgrade finished. So now I can increase that. So this is locked, only available in later versions. So the next important thing is repair crew, so you can repair your buildings so they could get condemned, or you can anticipate it and have things fixed up before they're condemned. But you definitely want this around. Let's see if I can speed this up a bit. Let's just pay money to do so. Then I'm starting to get quite low on my official accounts. I don't want to get much lower than 3 million. If I get below 2 million, it's alarm bells, panic stations. Okay, Russell Simmons was beaten. Security failed to protect him. Okay. Yeah, well, fortunately, he's not really a problem to me. Don't really want to use him that much. See, it's dropped. It didn't drop as much as I thought. It actually still almost made 100,000 back. So now I've got no movie coming out because I've been waiting for advertising. So I'm going to put this on another production run. I just ended the production. I just ended it. Oops. That was a misclick. Now I've got my marketing and outreach. So I'm going to pause real quick. I'm going to go to Mr. and Mrs. Luck. This is the comedy, family comedy. 4.3 and 3.7. Just nice. It held its quality at least. And now my HOD is ranked up. So I'm going to push, and all my guys, I'm going to push paying money for discounts quicker. And then we'll see where we are back then. If we have a lot of influence. At the moment we don't. If we get a lot of influence, we might shift into this. But at the moment I'm just going to stick to this way. Oh, very good. Alright, Emma's leveling up nicely. Mr. and Mrs. Luck. It kind of reminds me of Mr. and Mrs. Smith. That's quite cool. That's a cool poster actually. Let's go to distribution. Alright, let's try and keep this production cost down. Okay, this is actually a good time where it's telling me to distribute because there's no other big movie that's on. And then I'm going to, because I've got another movie, so I'm going to max out my cinemas, and then I'm probably going to push it to about, definitely 5,000. I'm going to try 6,000 screenings and see what happens. Week 2, probably going to drop it by, yep, about just over 5,000. All my cinemas are full. Maybe go down to 1.5 rented cinemas. And then have this one out at 1,000. So it kind of falls off as the production's going. I am going to... So this show, let's actually have a look at it. As far as I remember, it's a cowboy and a tribal chief in a modern American city. Very interesting, comedy thriller. So I don't know how this fits together exactly, but it's got good actors. It's solid. It's got good actor, good director. Nothing giving me inclination of what sort of demographic I'm looking at here. It's a 477,000 show. So I'm going to be over where I normally like to be with the budget. As you can see, I'm going to be spending 20,000 on just getting this show open. Oh, and I'm going to save money, which means I can't release it where I wanted to. But it's a week later. It's not actually that bad. I'm going to push it more into I think this is Memorial Day, isn't it? I'm not American, but I think this is Memorial Day. So yeah, if this is going to be the cost-effective way, I'm going to be spending 162,000 on cinema space. Which is going to push me way over budget. So in the ideal world, I'll do this, but the fact that I'm needing to be disciplined and limit my budget, I am going to keep it at 9,000. And then I'll give it some advertising. Okay, at the moment, advertising, you always want to do at least a month out. And I want this to hopefully do 2 cinema runs. I'm going to start a month out because I can't really afford much more. And I'm going to end it around there. So hopefully these first 4 weeks make a lot of money. And then you and keep it going throughout. So this is action. Oh, and advertising. The ones I generally stick with are like Ross Brothers. They're the cheapest, and also they're like your billboards, and so like their exposure is for everyone really, especially like sort of adult people that are commuting to work and stuff. So they put up business billboards for the busiest roads in the country. Millions of Americans pass by the advertisement on their way to work. So it's the working man. So like it's like, yeah, people in their 20s to 60s, or 20s to 50s. So I definitely give that one a whirl. Then the other one I tend to do is publishing house, Nate Sparrow Press. Publishing house produces the most widely circulated newspapers in America. In a word, they're the press. They're read at bus stops, quoted in kitchen arguments, and flutter in the wind through the back of streets and in every major city. So these two cover the most ground. You then get the radio waves, which also is nationwide. But it says here, MBG is a network of radio stations boasts most award-winning presenters from across America. Middle-aged and older people listen avidly to familiar voices reporting the news and performing the evening shows. So these three are the ones that are like that have the broadest, you kind of go for these most of the time. Then the rest are kind of more niche. So like this is Vane Pascal is a magazine and radio company that cover theatre, cinema, and literature. Circulation seems small, but they are celebrated for their expertise and exciting interviews, especially among intelligent young people. So Vane Pascal magazines tend to get passed from hand to hand, which increases coverage tenfold. So also quite a wide distribution, more for young people. I don't think this is the young people film. So I'm gonna rather stay away from this one, and this one suggests that it's more niche, like it's probably got a more targeted audience. Then Spark, one issue of Spark was banned from American schools thanks to deep neckline on the cover. Naturally, speculation grew. Now it's one of the biggest publishing houses for the young masses. So I think they mean, young is like teenagers and stuff. This is more of an adult show from what I'm picking up. So, and then there's three left. Velvet Gloss is like a women's magazine or women's targeted market. Every young woman in America has at one point or another taken over their cue from Velvet Gloss magazine or radio show. After all, it's the only place where people can speak openly without embarrassment about women problems and experiences. They have a sympathetic audience, so anything that's good for women is Velvet Gloss, has to be. Here's Zola. Pictures its newspapers, magazines, and radio stations to the intelligent and sophisticated man. A twist. Theatre, cinema, hunting, cars. It's an encyclopedic range of topics, but the articles are so elaborately written that only the most sophisticated readers can understand them. So this is for adult men. Men like, not even young men, like it's like your boys like magazines, like guns, cars, that kind of stuff. And also you only sort of define the other element of this is you want to advertise here when the movie's good. You don't want to advertise when it's a bit of a junk. It's going to have a bit of a stigma to it, so I would stay away from this one for now. Publisher Spice Mice is a publisher of comic books about a family of brave hamsters, which was proven extremely popular amongst school children. The company has attempted to gather an older audience with fashion and health magazines, but so far they have not been very accessible. So any young kids, any family shows, and anything for a young audience, Spice Mice is the way to go. So I'm trying to keep it a low budget. I actually want to do a test and see how much audience Ross and Ross Bros will draw. So 45,000. I'm over budget. I want to keep my budget to as low as possible, and this is going to take it to under $550,000. So let's see if I just go with one. I normally do more than one. I want to see what this movie does with just billboards and stuff. I'm spending $54,100 on post-production, which is very low. This is going to be probably the only time I go this low with distribution. $531,000 for Mr. and Mrs. Luck. Okay. The waiting game, 2.5 out of 10. Script results. Nice. Looks like Irvin's not getting capped at 2, which is amazing. So he should keep on writing. I think this is the one I set up for him, eh? Yeah, the waiting game. This is the one I did. So I wonder if it's worth starting the project. I'll wait for one of these movies to finish. Because this one's ready for production. 4.0 and 2.9. All his defeats. Nice. Oh, did I forget to increase extras? Or is this over and above the extras? Extras up to here, I see. It's all the public spaces. So I even gave a max extras, but the amount of extras. So what this means is it's going to be like, look, all these spaces are going to look very quiet. Effectively, it's not going to be a hustle and bustle or anything like that. I'm going to put security on this. It's going to be 39 days in studio and 28 days on location. In the real world, by the productions I work on, it's always good to have interior controlled sets. So in case you're affected by weather, you can then go from the locations and change your schedule and go into interiors where you can control and still carry on shooting. Otherwise, if everything's on location, you effectively can't come to work. It was a waste of productivity. Cool, let's get it going. Okay, we have a problem with numbers game. This actor is high maintenance. Let's make him happier. Right off the bat, I want. Yeah, I can't. He's already got a watch. Oh boy. Okay, so I can't. That's the last time I can give him a gift. Okay, actor poured some alcohol into a trash can filled with paper and accidentally started a fire. How do you accidentally start a fire when you did that? But clearly not. Which spread across the whole hotel room. No one was injured, but luckily now Chain Boxman has paid $3,000 in damages. He's asking you to help him pay the debt. Boy, you are a problem, eh? I want to keep you happy because you're a star, and unfortunately, the $3,000 is a small price to pay for getting profitable movies. Wow. Okay, another problem. Ronnie McCoy was in an accident. He escaped with minor injuries, but he won't be able to work for some time. We've already filmed over half of the scenes with Ronnie McCoy. So do we replace him? Can't really take these because these are all upgrades that we haven't done yet. So emergency search for double. I could take this, but I still lose quality over the film. This guy is a rising star, and he's quite cheerful. Can I give him a gift? Can I give you a gift? I've already given him a gift. Okay. Damn. I can't rewrite the script because I haven't got that unlocked yet. And I can't reorganize the shooting schedule because I haven't got that unlocked yet. So we've got to stop shooting for 20 days. At least I'm not paying crew while that happens, which that's a whole nother human resource question. And, wow, Rotten Fate's another problem. Someone put candy in. What? Someone put candy in Wendy Copter's makeup bag. When she unwrapped it, there was shit inside. Oh wow. She's seeing a psychologist now and demanding that we catch the pest. So, if we don't do anything, happiness will decrease, the loyalty will decrease. And also, we probably have repercussions coming from the mayor. Let's not forget that. Give her a little vacation to calm her down. We lose filming for 5 days. And then her happiness will decrease by 15, and then her loyalty will decrease by 10. So it's not exactly a win. But now we got to find this dude and sort him out, which we have on-set security. And this is one of the reasons why you have on-set security. We can then, once we find the perpetrator, her loyalty will increase. And everyone's morale, really, because no one likes that. Okay. Keep moving. I'm very upset that there's nothing airing in our cinemas. Yay, rolling edits. So if that was done a bit earlier, I would have been able to take that option. Not that I would have. So now I've got a choice to make. So I can prolong story ideas so they're around, but I really don't like story ideas anyway because they're not good. I can write material 15% faster. This means they gain experience faster, right? And then I can eventually get into more experience per script, or I can get more experience per release. But I can probably write scripts. I write scripts faster. Last time I went this way and this way. Anything that's less than 300 days, yeah. Yes. I need a 6th story limit. So I'm going to jump and do this quick. Then I'm going to come back and I'm actually going to see if I can increase writing speed and see what happens. Now, can I get money for scripts? What's that? Oh, you can influence points. Okay, so I'm going to increase writer speed and just churn out scripts and get IP and use that as currency. Yeah. Do it that way, but first I need another story element. See if I can speed this up a bit. $200,000 for 20%, save 20 days. Let's rather not do that. Only 100 days. I know I made an argument at the beginning of the game, but that's a little bit too low. Okay, David Gutman. Yesterday my friend got drunk at a party and he asked me to help her get home. We dropped by her studio on the way, and I must say I despise the Gersteins, but their studio is impressive. Oh yes, I'm supposed to upgrade this is the upgrading of the areas, which I have researched. I just haven't got around to sorting that out yet. And this is what this game does. It doesn't just walk you down the path of upgrading everything. You actually have to remember to activate certain things. Apricots are growing everywhere, golden koi swimming in the fountains, and marble sidewalks polished to shine. I was offended when I heard that the Gerstein brothers, they call our studio a barnyard. Wow. They say the only vegetation here is tumbleweed, and you have to cover your face with a scarf so you don't choke on the dust. I thought maybe we could improve the grounds a little. After all, the Gersteins are no better than us. This would be a big plus for you and all the people in the studio. So there's a no-brainer. We have to do it. We've researched it already. You're right. A little bit of polish won't hurt us. We'll have everything in order in 4 months. Or we shoot movies here. We don't frolic in apricot groves. If you're not happy, this will just be a morale killer. So let's straight away sort this out. So amenities, here we go. You're not from low. I want to go to medium. This is going to cost us $7.5 a month, but it's going to make everyone a lot happier. And then eventually you can get a bit bigger. Yes. Yes, sorry, I forgot to do that. Okay, Rotten Fate's another issue, and we found the perpetrator. Nicely done. Nicely done, everybody. Okay, so now everyone spends their lunch breaks lying on the lawn under the shady palms, leafing through the latest reviews, drinking champagne and laughing aloud. It's as if we were in a paradise. It's such a shame how quickly one grows accustomed to such good things. Okay, I've got a movie ready to be distributed, and I've got now this time I've got budget to spend on distribution. It's a five showbiz movie. A little bit of artistic appeal, but the fact that it's 5 means I can probably go quite aggressive with the marketing strategy. So, Road to the Horizon, thriller, detective. Let's go with the middle one. I like the fingerprint. Alrighty. Okay, so we're not going to release it alongside Mr. and Mrs. Luck. So, what I'm going to do here, and this is kind of how you have to balance and dance between your cinemas and renting. when Mr. and Mrs. Luck gets into its 5th to 8th week, it's going to be pulling 1,000, 2,000 showings a week. But it's more risky to rent cinemas for that than to because you're guaranteed with the first week of Road to the Horizon, it's going to pull in more viewers than the 4th or the 5th week of Mr. and Mrs. Luck. So I'd rather leave my own cinemas to help Mr. and Mrs. Luck. I'm actually going to go, I'm feeling a bit confident here. I'm going to go 1,000 of my own cinemas. And I've got the budget, so maybe I can go, I want 5,000 cinemas. Okay, I'm going to be spending a lot of money. And then I still need to do the advertising campaign. And now I can get, as the week goes, I'm going to inch more of my own cinemas. And then get less of this. So, yeah, I'm really chewing into my budget. So I'm going to do it kind of like this. So this is 2,700 showings, that's 3,500, that is 5,000. I think it'll taper off a bit like this. And then no rentals lost in the 4th week. Actually going to do it a bit more. So, expecting this Mr. and Mrs. Luck to be quite dead by their 8th week. So, yeah, you got to taper it off like this. So we're paying 123,000. 131,000 just on distribution, and now I've got to do advertising. So I want to try and keep it as close to 500,000 as possible. I think I'm going to go with this, see what happens, and then we adjust it for next time. So this is a much better movie, so I really hope I'm giving myself enough chance. Definitely going to do another run after this, whether it's my local cinemas or I'm renting. So right now, how much am I spending? 308,000, I had to score 309,000. 309,000. That's 440,000. So I've got 60,000 effectively for distribution. This movie's a romantic action. There's adults, I'd say. Romance isn't really for kids. As I said, I always go Ross and Bros. And I might have to go over budget here. I might have to go to 550. That's a bit expensive. Romance goes with the ladies. So let's try these two. 111,000 on advertising. So this means that's 550. Okay, so let's go 550. That's a bit over where I hoped. As soon as I get theatre management, I'm buying more cinemas because I'm going to be going over that. And once I've bought more cinemas, they're much cheaper too. I don't have to be renting them all the time. So this kind of makes sense, right? Like it's a higher rated movie. It's more likely to bring in a profit. So it's a little bit of it's a marginally higher budget. Hopefully this will bring in this is kind of in the beginning where you want to come in. Okay, if you get below for 500,000, but you don't want to like cut off your knees, right? Because the more advertising and promotion you send out, the more, especially your opening weekend is. So let's continue. I think I need to, as soon as one of these movies finish, I want to start the next movie. So is he waiting at the moment? Let's double check because I tend to always miss writers. Pause it quick. Yeah, I already missed the writer, so I need to find an idea for this guy, Mr. Cheerful. I really don't feel like wasting my time drawing up synopsises for, you know, for someone who's not going to write a good quality show. I just want to have them keep writing and keep gaining experience, and then I'll invest my time in a movie that I want to be a good success. You know, like Waiting Games, the next project I do. Yeah, let's see what the numbers game said to us. Oh, thanks to chronic kidney problems and terrible abdominal pain, Peter Harris is looking like a walking corpse. Doctors say that he's on the mend, but at present, the actor can't perform his role convincingly owing to illness. So, I've just got that rolling script edits, and I'm so glad I did, because I don't want to stop filming for 10 days. I don't want to lower the quality of the film, so I'm going to go for fix the script to explain away his strict sickly appearance. I'm not going to wait for him to recover, and I'm not going to keep shooting as he is. Very good, sir. Okay, let's get moving. Protagonist redemption. Very nice. Felix Hill. Oh, yes, I said I'd give you a script. After you're done researching, you got two story ideas back to back. I'm actually going to put some time into him this time. This is a 3.8, and he's likely to give me around a 3-4 quality script. Okay, so protagonist redemption. Let's think of how the story will go. Probably like a criminal or some kind of bad doer. Yeah. Oh yes, there was that article about Christianity and everything. So let's just go. Revelation Man, Revelation Woman. Let's go Revelation Man for now. We can always change the name. Do a drama with a little bit of action. Or it could be an old wartime story. Like someone dealing with PTSD. And there's someone trying to care for him. So it's like a historical drama romance. Let's make it a higher drama, because again, drama tends to keep the budget in check. A little bit of action, so like maybe there's like a little dust up, a little bit of a fight scene or something. Let's add a bit of romance there. Maybe there's like a marriage or something. Setting, modern American town, because remember we're trying to keep it within budget. And then we'll commit to a higher budget thing once we hit the right moment. So, the closest thing we have to like a soldier with PTSD or something is on a knight, and this is the very cookie cutter knight. Maybe the working man? Yeah. Maybe it's a working man. Maybe somewhere along the line he goes off script. Kind of loses his path a bit or something. What's all of this? Oh, I've never actually used this tab before. So let's maybe do themes. See what kind of theme we going. We don't love triangle. So maybe this is someone who redeems himself after cheating. Maybe there's a bit of adultery, yeah, but I think you do get a theme that's adultery, but I haven't got that yet. We could be struggling for a better life. What do I... I'm definitely going to do struggle for a better life. Finale is what I wanted to do, which is antagonist not avoids punishment, protagonist redemption. There we go. So the working man struggle for a better life. Angry boss. There's an angry boss in there. He's giving antagonism. Maybe it's a woman that's struggling with a male, like a misogynistic boss. Yeah, let's try that. And then she has a rival that's a male. Okay, there you go. There's a struggle. So that's the story topic. Romance. If it's low in romance, I don't really have a love interest. But if it's low enough in romance, it's just like it's a support character or extra or something. Or should I make this the love interest? Let's make this a love interest. The working woman, love interest, angry boss. Oh. Maybe it's a family thing. Maybe it's a strict parent. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to waste too much time on this. So... okay, so that means there's a little more romance in here. Make it like that. Cool, let's see how you do, Felix. He's a comedy writer, but I've decided to go romantic drama. Alrighty, contracts are now up for renewal. He wants an increase. 6%, he saved 6% on legal. He's busy researching, eh? You know what? I'm gonna pay more, but I'm gonna find someone. Actually, no. Let's go no. He's gonna leave. I'm gonna have to find a new one. I'm not spending that kind of money. So he's gonna, when his contract term is up, he's gonna be like, well, I'm out of here. Yay, aesthetic staff. Aesthetic staff. So employees won't throw a tantrum if you cheap out on landscaping. Okay, well, I mean, I don't really care. The landscape is good. I wouldn't want to go to work at a studio that was trash. So let's. I'm gonna carry on to enthusiastic newbies. This means people start happier. Alrighty. Oh, this rotten face has been nothing but a problem, eh? The leading actress doesn't eat meat, but in one of the scenes her character is supposed to eat rare steak. Important for the plot of the film since it shows the heroine's character development, but Wendy Carpenter is refusing to do the scene and insists on a whole episode be cut. So thank goodness I have rolling edits, so I'm not going to be decreasing Wendy Carpenter's happy and loyalty. I'm not going to lower the quality of the film. Just going to change it that there's no steak and put something else. You know, maybe there's an aubergine in there. So I'm reaching the point where I really need to make my money back. So I'm getting quite close to 3 million. And speed it up a little bit. So numbers game is almost finished. Get that through post-production, and then I'm pretty much going to get on a roll after this. I hope. Alrighty. I finally meet the police. Yes, I knew this was coming. Okay, I've recently been hearing that our cinema is approaching the European model. Years ago, I'd laughed at the thought, but today, I might even agree. The portrayal of the characters, the nuance of the conflict, and the attention to detail, even a sophisticated cinephile such as myself has to admit, we're seeing progress, and I've little doubt this has something to do with you personally. That's why it's so strange to see policemen in films, even today, still always acting like idiots and klutzes. How long can this outdated nonsense go on? I assure you, in real life, the police are a team of strong men and close friends, always ready to lend our broad shoulders to those in need, and shield the persecuted with our mighty physiques. A true brotherhood. We're like modern-day musketeers. Maybe it's time someone takes a movie that shows the police risking their lives for the people. Show everyone who they really are. And I know how to to show my gratitude. Having a friend in the force can be a big help in the business. So I'm going to do this. Am I ready to put this within a year? You know what? Let's risk it. I'm going to do it within a year. Okay, I told you guys at work about my idea. You won't believe how excited they are about the premiere. So I've got to get on this. And I kind of wish that came before I started writing. So Felix got 46 days, and I've got 365 days to release this film. It has to be uniform officer. Maybe if I get lucky, maybe there's something I can buy. Decent uniform. Gotta be a good movie. Evil monster, mentor, protagonist. No. That looks like a lot of money as well. Serial killer, detective, sidekick, femme fatale, bank robbery. No, that could have had years in uniform, but I can't put it in. Working man, sidekick, rival, angry boss. This has got a lot of elements. This has got a lot of elements. This looks good. Just the elements. Seven elements, and I can't do it yet, so I'm gonna purchase this and shelve it. $4,700. Yes, please. There's nothing that's in uniform. Yeah, love triangle, treasure hunt, venture loved ones, protagonist finds treasure. This is a good. This is also a decent script, but it's gonna cost a lot more because it's on a tropical island. Fantasy Kingdom, Knight, Murderer, and Antagonist escapes justice. Oof. That sounds a bit melodramatic, eh? 100% action, so lots of money. And Fantasy Kingdom, lots of money, because you can be set building for days, and I don't have a very good set building department, and I haven't even upgraded anything like that. So tropical island again, a working man on a tropical island. What is he at? Like Hawaii? You know, Bali. Murderer, shootouts, search for serial killer, and it's a comedy. This I like it. I like this. This Jose Friedman is actually a good writer. He's got a lot of. It's actually not that bad. There's detective stories. Yeah. Don't think I'll take that one just yet. I don't see anything in uniform. This is daring adventurer, bandit, love triangle, but there's no character that's a love interest. You kind of want to connect them. Protagonist gets a chance at better life. It's not bad. It's a bit of a mishmash of genres as well. Cop searching for a serial killer, struggle for better life, antagonist escape justice. Ooh, historical thriller. That's a very expensive script, so I'm gonna have to draw up my own. As soon as a writer becomes available, what is that gonna be? Oh boy, so I can only, unless I hire a writer. Let's hire a writer. Well, I can outsource it as well. Let's see what screenwriters we have here. We can put on monthly. No one. Absolutely no one. Everyone's already contracted. But maybe there's freelancers. So let's go through this anyway. And I need to get a move on with the script, so I'll probably outsource it to a freelancer. Well, I have to. Thin blue line. Blues. I'm just gonna put you at the blues. Nice and simple. Let's do an action drama. Bit of thriller. Setting in the modern city, because the last one I'm writing is in town. Might feel very similar to the one I just started writing. Here's new form. Here we go. And this is a positive story, so the protagonist needs to either the protagonist dies heroically or the antagonist gets punished. This has to be a positive story in my opinion, because it's the story like kind of promoting at least. So either it's like someone being made a martyr, or I think so. We're just gonna have to keep it quite simple. Antagonist gets caught and is punished. That's the law doing, the Brotherhood doing what they're supposed to. So the lead is a cop. Supporting character is Brotherhood as well. So there's sidekick. Maybe there's a bit of a rival to create a bit of tension. And those are my 5 fields completed. There needs to be an antagonist. Either a murderer or a criminal mastermind. Let's go criminal mastermind. There's more jeopardy there. So heroes in uniform. Cop has got a sidekick showing that there's brotherhood. Going after a gang. He eventually gets caught and punished, and it's heroes in uniform. Ticked. I'm gonna go to freelancers. This is gonna take how long to write? 150 days at $99,000 a month. So we're spending $500,000 just to write the film. Crazy. It has to be at least 4, so it's tough. Looks like Cecil Campbell is our best chance. Busy. Oh, so he's... I can't choose him. The rest of these guys are pretty bad. And oh, there's a lot of days to write this, eh? This is not easy. Boy, he would be perfect if it wasn't so expensive. Of course, I mean that makes sense. Herman Shepherd, you can do it in 132 days at 31,000. That is 4.5 months. 150,000. I'm gonna have to just wait. I have to wait. He's busy. I would have gone him. Wasn't busy. You know what? Let's give Herman Shepherd a go. This budget's gonna have to. Maybe I can push it up to about 600,000. There's no comedy in this show. Yep. So we're good. I think this should be okay. And as long as I get like a high 3s, my crew can uplift it a bit. So this is a risk. This is a big risk. Hey, new technology on sale. Now I need to buy it somehow. Hey, I almost have 7 props. Numbers game. Already. Oh, it's over 5 score, 330,000. Give it another 30,000 for post-production. And we're looking pretty good. I need to give my director a gift. Oh, this is the one that kept on having Chain Bossman giving me absolute headaches. Okay, let's get Emma Berry onto this. Okay, we've got sets and props. Alrighty. How long will it take for high quality? Was too long, hey? Technical support will allow me to buy a camera. Increases quality for technical crew. Or I can get a scouting office. It's 400 days. How much can I throw into this? I only saved 16 days. And I haven't really got an economy of IP yet. So I'm going to go for a scouting office so we can get better locations. And it's also the quickest. Well, between that and... You know what? Since that camera is available, I'm going to do technical support. Then I'll go into scouting office. Keep delaying scouting even though I wanted to do that. But this is just the logical way to do it. I'm about to get a whole bunch of income now, so let's hope I'm making this profitable movie. Feelings in a bottle. Interesting. I wonder if I should start this project now. Yes, it's still going to take me a while to write the show, Blues. I'm going to start this project. Let's hope it doesn't cost too much. See, 3 locations, already a good sign. Cinematographer, oh. I'm going to give you a gift. Okay, so you already got a gift. No, let's gift. You got a gift, you're happy. Let's shoot in Soundstage 1. Let's choose you as the cinematographer. Town Square on location, that's 21 shoot days. Store can be in studio. Market in studio, so it's 47 shoot days. This is going to be an affordable movie. If I go on location, see how it goes to over 50. Give the production value to Town Square. That hasn't changed yet. Let's give a bit of extras. It's a nice quick production. Russell Parker. You need a gift. I have one? No. Okay, so you got your 1 gift here. Let's go, Anthony. Hopeless Romantic. I'm going to give this to Jane Fisher. Still hasn't got a gift. I need to get everyone a lot happier. Give that to you, the Bandit. Oof. This guy was a problem, but I've got him on such a long contract. I haven't. I have given. Ooh, I've given him 2 watches already. So, yeah, let's put you as the Bandit. So this to me looks like the exact show I hope to make, like this early, because they're all going to plan. I'm gonna have $250,000 for distribution and marketing, and I'm gonna make money back. And it's already over 5. So we're just gonna make sure we keep going. Keep it up. And then, yeah, when we're gonna get to a point where we're gonna do the big epics, but for the moment, you remember to build my state, my stats. You know what? I'm gonna just bite the bullets. I've got Blue's still got 120 days to write, so I'm gonna just make sure I build it properly. Let's release Mr. and Mrs. Luck. Jeez, almost felt like it was already out. Nice, C+. I think that's the best one I've made so far. Yeah, Bone Grinder. The only one that reviewed it, but hopefully the audience received this very well. Should get 100% in my local box office. As soon as I get cleared for distribution, we're styling. That's about surviving until then. Yeah, I'm getting very close to 2 million, but hopefully I get this money back now. It's come in at... Ooh. Sure. See, my advertising and distribution, I only did the cheap billboard stuff. I should definitely do more than one advertising campaign, because the fact that I couldn't even film my own screenings is a problem. So yeah, I've got to go more than one advertiser. Yeah, production on Rotten Fates is about to wrap. There's just the last big kiss scene on the collapsing bridge left to film. It's a dangerous stunt, very complicated. We're using Sergio. There should actually be a stunts department in this game, by the way. That would be amazing. We're using like stunts and like that kind of prep. That would be so cool in this game. We're using Sergio the handyman for a stunt double. Sergio is brilliant, but well, you know, as they call him, the handyman, right? Usually it's no big deal, but this show business, it's show business after all. But he'll be playing the scene with Wendy Carpenter, and I seem to recall you promised the mayor you'd keep all the goal shots clean. Yeah. we can't rewrite the scene. The whole film leads up to it. We're talking about the climax of the picture, and we can't film the stunt without Wendy. She's in close-ups the whole time. I already asked around. The only stuntman besides Sergio who can handle the stunt like this is currently filming in France, and won't be available for a month. And he charged a ridiculous price. What should we do? I can talk to Sergio, of course, but we've been through this before. He nods his head, but then he just can't help himself. So either I pay for the replacements and I'll stop filming for 30 days, or I hope for the best. My dude producer, I don't want to stop shooting for 30 days. Or do we? You know what? This is better because it's more of a guarantee. It's gonna add to the budget. We're just gonna have to do our best. Ooh. Okay, this is a problem. This is the big problem. I'm not gonna be profitable in this show. So there's a lesson learned. Not only do I need to do advertising, I need to advertise to at least more than one channel. Otherwise, I'm not gonna get what I'm going to make my money back. In the bank robbery scene, the extras don't look too scared. The director tried his best, but he couldn't make them afraid of the robbers. So either we reshoot the scene until it looks convincing, which will take 40% slower for 10 days. Let one of the robbers pistol whip a hostage. What does that mean? Decrease studio's reputation by 3, which is not a lot, and it'll make a higher quality film. Or if we had that auxiliary unit, B unit available, we can bring in a second crew and let the director get it with other scenes. Or stop wasting time on this and just move on to the next scene. It's all over the quality of the show. So I know a guy who's good at intimidating people. So let's not go. We can't go that route. We haven't met that person yet, I guess. Let's just blur the lines a bit. And pistol whip here. Okay, numbers game. Okay, so I've learned now the lesson. You can't just go through one advertising agency. You have to do at least one. So I need to go a bit above $500,000 or $550,000. I have to. Oh, I missed what that said. Can I go back? Yeah. Oh, it's just the composer going up in numbers game. This one emotes a lot more thought. I actually like all of these. I like the middle one. Oh, I'm getting very close to panic stations. If I get below 2 million, I'm going to start getting very nervous. I'll put it here. Oh, I do have all my cinemas. Which means I can't rerun Road to Perdition, so I'm in the same position again. But I'm not going to leave. Leaves about 1,000. 1,600. Still lots of cinemas. This needs to be like quite a popular day. Popular week. I'm going to see if I can go out by one. Let's do. What happened if I brought it out on... You know what? I'm going to try bring it out on Independence Day. And I'm going to fill the cinemas. That's about 5,500 screenings. I'm going to drop this to about 1,000. Rinse it out. 1,500. I should go 1,000. I'm going to be spending a lot of money here. I'm going to make this like 500. Actually, I'm not even going to pay for that. So 100,000. Distribution 20,000. It's 122,000 in distribution. That's a lot. Hopefully the fact that no one else is releasing anything on Independence Day and I'm releasing the numbers game on Independence Day. Let's hope that does the trick. Okay. See how much money I've got left. month out. I want this to do well. Let's go for the full 12 days. My budget is screwed. I've got like 20-something thousand for advertising. So let's go up to 600,000. And I want to go detectives. So I think detectives will be good on radio. And billboards. And well, that's it really. 117,000. Yeah. Okay. Also, so that's again about $600,000 budget. Yep. Oh boy. All his defeats. And I'm getting pretty good ratings for this stage of the game. Like over 5 is good. Elena Gutierrez. Capped. Well, at least she draws the crowd. Looks good on camera. Quality of the film is increasing because of the star power. Studio's reputation dropped. Oh, this is from that event. Okay. Happiness. The crew's happy, so that's good. Boy, let's just keep giving things to my strongest editors because I need them strong for later. Yeah, keep everything to medium. I don't really even look at the budget for post-production because it's so insignificant. So there we go. Alright, anti-prohibition parade took place in Syracuse, a small city in New York State. The protest was organized by local activists after a series of news articles connected mass poisonings to different parts of the country. About 100,000 people took the streets. One of the parade's organizers was an actor, Sigmund Baker. Okay, very good actor. I'm proud of the city where I was born and raised. I'm proud of the people who lived here, and said Sigmund Baker in a comment in the US Post. We organized this parade not because we're alcoholics, but who can't tear themselves away from the bottle. This is a protest against the lies, against the killing, and the destroying of the economy of the United States. We will win, and the perpetrators will go to prison. Nice. Feelings in a bottle. Oh, you've dropped in quality a bit, haven't you? Not great. Only the actors that have a positive outlook after prep. Boy. Yeah, so there's not much I can do here. Give it security. I can. See, I can rush this through, but I just know that I must maybe actually do it one time just to show you guys. But we can normally intervene as we go. So yeah, the quality of the film can suffer. Yeah. Wonder if I should just do it. Look, also when you shoot essentials, I can cut the shoot days down by more than 10, and then do minimal takes also cuts it down. I'm gonna do one show with minimal takes, see what happens. One show with crucial scenes only, see what happens, and then a show with both of them taken off, and you'll see what the difference, the quality drops. Let's do that little test. This will take 39 days to complete shooting, which is pretty sweet. Okay. The extra who got pistol whipped on set is demanding compensation for the injury. We're not paying him anymore. This the chance of beating up an extra leaking is high. Or I can use strength to keep him quiet, and then the chance of it leaking is medium. Or I can pay him. I don't have the cash, so I'm gonna have to go for the security guy. Hopefully the secret cannot get out. Okay. Assign security. I need an experienced security. Right. Well, so this is the same for everyone. Okay. Best of luck, dude. Oh, what's the Mrs. Luck? Come on. You aren't gonna make a loss from this movie. Just leave that a bit. Philip Palmer, you just keep researching, buddy. Okay. I'm gonna have to eke every last bit out of this production. So, yep, rest of the screenings. Okay, it's still advertising. Good. Let's hope. I can't believe it. No more advertising. Can I make this less? I want to cancel. Yeah. Road to the horizon. Something's got to make me money here. E plus. This shows Elena Gutierrez. See. So nice. Some people like it. So it's important to know in these critics, so it's not all about their stats. If there's any actor that a critic points out, you pay attention to their character. It's their crowd favorite, and if the critics love them, they more chance of the movie selling, I guess, like just doing a bit better because people read critics, right? That's why they're a profession. So Elena Gutierrez is someone I want to try to keep around because that magazine loves that person. Elena Gutierrez. So even though she's 4, she's got star power, and I keep putting her in like supporting roles just to bolster the film a bit. Yeah, should work. Okay, Revelation Man is nearly done. Hopefully by then it's set building and props is done. Revelation Man. It seems like quite a high artistic score for some reason. 12 is for now. I don't want to wait for Rock the Fates to be done. What was that noise? It sounded like I got her an award or something. Oh yeah. Is she... Now this is more like it. 100% attendance. Almost made my expenses back in 1 week. That's what I'm more used to seeing. What's happening with my gifts? Can I... Still got more being made, right? You know what? I've sent people enough watches. I think that's enough to still keep around. Okay, Bernard, Larson. I wanna... Enough scripts coming out. I think you're gonna have to do another research. Sorry to say. I've got enough scripts coming, and I've got a profitable film. I think I'm gonna just keep this one going as much as I can. I'm not gonna make it actually, but maybe we can mitigate the damage here. 3.8. That's the way it's been. Always been. Wild West Project. Let's keep that on the shelf because it's not a bad script. Well, under these circumstances. Okay, so I can get $1 million loan if I need to. Let's hope we don't ever get there. You're pretty sure it was 500,000. Okay, so cool. Early repayment, so I can pay it back early. Right now, I don't think I'm going to go into debt. I think I've got a pretty good stream going, and I've got a pretty good formula. But I think I need to get a bit of cash in the bank. Upgrade. Get the cash. All his defeats is finished in post-production. But the quality's gone down a little bit, which is a pity. But this one, I'm pretty confident we can bring in. Let's keep the low muted tones in the poster. Here's the drama. So I think the numbers game is going to do pretty well. So what I'm going to do is offset it by 2 weeks. Also just adds a bit of length, and I will leave 1,000. Let's do about 800 cinema for the week 7 and 8 of numbers game. You know, change my mind. I'm gonna go to about 1,000, and I need to just get about 2,000 this first week. This shows that's 4,000 screenings. Then gonna go to about 2.5 in rented cinemas, and then I'm only gonna have like 1,000. 800 is fine. And I'm just gonna stagger it like this, and then make, yeah, that's about 3,000 screenings, and then actually numbers game might still be going, so let's do around this, and then no extra cinemas. Yeah, that goes $65,000 to distribute this film. Let's give it the traditional 12 days of advertising, or 12 weeks, sorry, 12 days, 12 weeks. And then let's go, what kind of show is this? This is a detective adventure thriller, so it's a bit of an adult movie. So for young people, I want to actually try Piazzolla, and let's try NBG, middle-aged. Actually, try these two. I'll try these two this time. That's 117,000. That's 192,000 for distribution. Probably slightly over again. Hey, I'm under 500,000. I actually finally hit my goal. Oof. Okay, so Darlene Zolman actually wants to do my contract. Let's see what I can get her for, but she's quite expensive. I'm now officially under 2 million. Whatever. So let's see. Successful collaboration, so now it's 10% off. I'm going to offer her a watch and medical insurance. Let's see how much we can spend. 126,000 for 3 years. But I mean, she's a rising star. You know what, let's risk it. So yeah, I'm definitely playing this game on a much higher risk, and I guess that's what I'm just drawn to. I'd like to take risks, and also there's very few consequences. Oh my word. Oh my word. 8.7 and 8.4 for Rotten Fates. Good job, guys. The director. It's a Wendy Carpenter film. Really? I'm shocked. Pleasantly surprised. See, that's very surprising. Okay, I'm not gonna be upset. Nice. It's very promising. Okay, now it's our job with post-production to not stuff it up. Let's put our highest ranked people onto it. And highest quality. It's gonna take quite a while in post-production. I'm glad they were available. Wow. Okay, so we've got more sound and we've got more camera technology now. Hopefully, technology invention can hurry up a bit. I have made a profitable film. So the Road to the Horizon, that's gonna 900,000 is gonna go into my pocket, so I'm no longer sub 2 million. I can rest easy a bit. We only filled 28% of the 2,754 cinemas, so that's the one worrying thing. Only week 1 to 4. I'm gonna increase distribution. 28% of 2,700 is about, say, 700 cinemas, 800 cinemas. I'm gonna set it up from 700 cinemas and paper it down as much as I can. Huh? It's a bit buggy or something. There we go. Go to 100. Odd. Okay, 0 please. And I'm gonna slowly bring it down. Let's get about 600. About 500. What final run? Don't even know if it's worth it. Just leave it. One cinema. whoever slept for that long. So this should bring in just maybe about 100,000 max. I don't think it'll even get that much. But yeah, let's squeeze the last bit from the lemon. This is done, and I've made quite a loss. And this is all because I only chose one advertising campaign. Only one. I should have done at least 2. So that's the sweet spot. So I'm going to use at least 2 advertising, and I don't want to. Definitely in distribution and advertising, I don't want to spend at the moment more than $200,000 to $250,000. If it's, and ideally overall, I don't want to spend more than $500,000. Okay, so I've got some cash flow going now, which is great. Almost done with the sets and props. And then I can make the next movies. I've got more story elements now. It's going to gain momentum. How much? 7 story elements, another 200. You know what? Let's do it quick. I'm going to pay money for it as well. It's going to say 40 days. We'll eventually get to this idea. But I just want to keep with the story elements. It seems like more story elements, the better. Better quality scripts. I mean, I would also be interested in more story beats myself. Okay, sets and props done. And now we can do better pre-production. Blues is 54 days away. Wedding Carpenter films are going to be out in time easily. Blues should be out in time quite easily still. Feelings in a bottle. Shooting, so tend to that quick. It is on the way up. Hopefully with post-production, I might have to wait. I think I'm going to wait for the Emma and what's the other guy's name to be finished with Rotten Fates, so that they can do this guy as well, and they might boost it. They might get it to over 5. You see, I'm not going to leave it in the hands of Oliver. I'm so sorry, dude. Can I hire anyone? This is so risky. I could do 600 a week for a nice young Judith. But what if she caps out at 2? You know? I could continue with him, but let's rather play it safe. And you leave it to Emma, because I really want Emma to grow big and strong in her career. So now, my next worry is I've got a gaping chasm here. I'm not shooting or prepping anything. Let's see if I can get a quick show out there. Oh, yeah, I keep missing this. This is just a little problem of mine. Okay, so I need to write something. Felix Hill, why don't you actually just research some? I haven't actually done a comedy in a while. Let's see if I can do a comedy. My gosh, guys, I'm sorry. You guys have been sitting on your chairs all the time. So let's go, the Hangerman. Hey, on Hangman, the Hangerman. Aha. Comedy. Let's have a bit of adventure. Let's see. if I can do a Western actually. Let's see how much it will cost. Protagonist, a cowboy, clumsy. I wish I could say a clumsy cowboy. Bandit, supporting characters, sidekick, themes, adventure. So there's no treasure hunt. I mean, a Western without a shootout, that's kind of weird, right? Anyway, let's see. Let's see what this generates. Oh, it's got 6. So there can be a shootout. But then I need to change it to genre. I need to add action. There we go. There's an action, comedy, and adventure. This, you'll see, probably it costs some money to make this. Anyway, off we go. Okay, let's see what ideas are. Working man, American city drama. That sounds like something. Off we go, write it. I need to, what's the scripts are finished here? I've actually got a lot of scripts. Hopeless romantic, love interest, protagonist redemption. Oh, this is the one, the Revelation Man, yes. Let's try and make Revelation Man. And I'm gonna try and make Revelation Man without my best people, because I want to leave the best people for... I want to keep Ricardo Reed for... other dude, on square. See, high quality sets. What I'm gonna start doing now, see how Store in the Diner is 2-star. So in studio, if I can get 2 stars for the time being, I will do that in studio. If I get, otherwise I'll choose location. And this is gonna finish shooting if it goes on schedule 51 days. So there's a diner and everything, so I want to have lots of extras. I haven't been able to get used to technology yet, but I have better props. So now, this increases only by $7,200, which is not a lot. The big cost is actually the prep time. But as you can, if you look at the top left, it doesn't make a difference. So it's not actually costing me much at all to do media props, which is going to increase our quality of the movie, which brings in higher ratings and better viewings, better money. This, so far, the budget is only $205,000, which is amazing. So let's pray we can keep it to that. See what uses we can get. Because I really want the blues to do well in the box office. Okay, so we have a misogynist producer, we have a hot-tempered and racist producer, we have a xenophobic producer, and we have a producer that likes to sleep around. I do feel, a little nitpick at this game, I don't get a sense of, you pick a low-star producer, I don't get the feeling that you pay consequences for it. So maybe it's something, I don't know if they're looking at it, but like if you have a weak producer and very strong actors, directors and stuff, that is an imbalance. There should be a consequence there, and I haven't really seen it yet. So this guy's a perfectionist, which means he's going to go above and beyond in his work. He's young, and he's cheap. And I like to get producers on long-term contracts so they can keep rolling over from job to job. Add offer, take a watch, sir, and medical aid. Insurance, 13,000 for 3 years. It's not bad. And let's hope you can continue growing. Okay, I'm gonna put this guy and keep the 4.8 producer in case for the Blues. I'm going to keep Anthony Lewis for the Blues. Ah, that's where that thing was. So this guy is proficient in adventure, which is fantastic. Anthony Campbell, have you had a gift yet? Yes, you have. You are a very sad person. Well, let's keep you working. Ah. Okay, so I just signed these two on long contracts. I do want to give Jane Fisher some screen time. There's a strict parent here. That's a male. Let's give the strict parent to Peter Harris. Actually, let's give strict parent to Gabriel Ratolsky. And then we give Jane a chance. I feel like promising. I feel like I need to give Darlene a bit more attention. Do I have Chaim and Darlene play together, or Ronnie? Let's see what happens. Yeah, I want to try and get these star actors together and see what happens. And after all, this is my script, my synopsis that I've given out, so I wanted to do well, right? Yeah. Let's see what this happens. This is what happens here. Okay. Off we go. Produce this. Okay. So before I play, I'm waiting for Rotten Fates to finish 29 days. I'm in no rush. I've got nothing pushing. But nothing shooting at the moment. Revelation made pre-production, okay. So in 29 days time I'll get that started. This will start shooting. And then I've still got a bit of a cushion. Then Blues will be done writing in 50 days, sure. I've got profitable movies in the movie houses, which is great. I'm a little worried about where my studio accounts are because I've invested pretty long term, but that should start paying off because I'm not going to be sinking more money into hiring people. That should be sorted for the next year or two. Hey, protection complete. Nice. Okay, whatever there. Continue protection, why not? Bit of a damsel and she's still got heat on her shoulders. Okay, still getting a little bit of money here. Not bad. Okay, yesterday Chelsea said she was tired of looking at the same old LA sun. Chelsea isn't real, but don't worry, I'm not crazy. I invented her especially so I could push my vices onto her. Well, method acting. An old friend taught me that trick. He and I, well, let's say we have similar hobbies. Chelsea and I usually get along fine, but she started screaming so loud my head nearly exploded. I'm going to start wearing a blindfold. That will teach Chelsea a lesson. Let her sit in the dark and think about her behavior. Would you let me go for 3 months? Wow. I'm not using you anyway, so you do you, Sarah. Crazy nutcase. Cool. Low risk security. I'm amazed. Okay, well let's hope that secret doesn't get out. That is the worst, or one of the worst scripts you'll ever see. Irvin, that was shocking, mate. But keep writing. It just probably the bad ideas. It's probably you know, the bad synopsis. Which I'm giving you another bad synopsis. That's not my idea. Numbers game. Yes, this is the detective thriller, serial killer. C+, it's not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. Hallelujah. So we're going to be spending money to upgrade. Head of distribution. Nice. Cinematographer. Hurry, Ray, you need to level up quite quickly, but otherwise you're going to find yourself replaced. Spent $600,000 for this show. Let's hope it makes money. Okay, Revelation Man's nearly ready to go. Okay, this cinema run is complete. Not much more I can do for this. It made a nice profit, so I ain't complaining. Okay, still slightly above 2 million. Okay, my uncle died yesterday with my closest family member, and I'm having a great difficulty concentrating on my work. Thanks, car outside. I keep remembering our hunting trips. Only if you knew how many animals we shot, wild boar, deer, but there was even a swan. Would you let me go for 2 months vacation so I could properly mourn my loss? Yes. Not really helping. Really needing you, bud. Revelation Man. Looking forward to this movie. 5.2, 5.6, so it's on the up. It's a weak producer. So it does have some factor. It's not a great cinematographer because wasn't loyal or happy. You can see some locations, that's why I need to get my scouting done. But there are some decent locations that we got there. Okay, so I said I was going to try to save money on this one. Last time I did minimal takes, I'm going to do minimal cutscenes, get it done in 41 days. See where we go. Okay, Peter Harris shot his neighbor's dog. Wow. He says the dog was barking all night and wouldn't let him sleep. Now the neighbor's wife is telling everyone that they live next to a maniac. Sooner or later, the story is going to reach a journalist. What should we do? Oh wow. My word. My friends will ask. Keep her quiet while the bootlegger haven't met him yet. I don't know why I haven't met him yet. Yeah, anyway, we'll pay the woman and ask her to forget about the incident. $1,000. I mean, that's pretty handsome back in those days. Let her say whatever she likes. It's none of our business. Feel that leaves things open-ended. That should be a ... Let's just pay the $1,000. Keep it quiet. Cash is king. But in 2 weeks, I have a profitable film. That's great. But it dropped off sharply. Okay, so 4.8 cinema score. Only got about just under 5,000 screenings in a week. Okay, and then it dropped off substantially. So my limit is about 5,000. I think if I go over 5, it goes up to about 6,000. That's what I'm kind of working on at the moment. Let's see. Okay, Rotten Fates is finished post-production. I want to get this done as quick as possible. Oh, 7.2 and 6.8. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Let's go to distribution. They tried. Rotten Fates. That's very nice. The rose. The kiss. Okay. Theoretically, this should make some money. So, all his beats. Let's check something. 4.7. Yeah, it's not going to make a lot of money. Let's leave a little bit. I should just leave about 500. And then I want to put this up to about 6,000. 7.2. So let's try 6,000. Right? Then let's drop it off to about 2,500. 5,000 in week 2. And then I want spending 137,000 on distribution. well. But I have a feeling this is going to make money, so I'm being quite aggressive. I'm going to put this one at 100% and put it for like 800. That might even... Actually, no, I'm not even going to rent cinemas for that. 146,000. See, also, I like to space things out, because if you see this printing film coffees, this is 6 weeks. If I go shorter, I'm spending a lot of money. So I think 150,000 is alright for this, because it's a 7.2. This is a different ball game, so I want to be a bit more aggressive with my advertising. Same period, all the way to Halloween, and I want to add advertising. So it's a romance. Let's actually just double check hard. It is a Wendy Carpenter love interest rival love triangle star-crossed lovers, hopeless romantic. So definitely velvet gloss. Let's try Piazzolla, and then let's try the Ross and Ross Bros. This is already 111. Yeah, I can't spend more money than this. The risk is too high. I'm spending 330,000 on distribution. Sure, but it's Rotten Fates. It's a good, high-scoring movie. Should be right. Yeah, straight on to post-production of this. Unfortunately, you want to save on costs, but you also want to make money. So you gotta throw some money at it in order to make money, right? So it's my strongest editor and composer. I will have to eventually start training up or growing the experience of the next tier, because I'm going to have double bookings at some point. So Rotten Fates, 730,000 budget. Better make money. Okay, when is Blues going to be ready? Okay, so the numbers game dropped off substantially. Is it even worth doing another cinema run? Now let's just throw in our cinemas for free. Okay. Just keep it in the cinemas and see what happens. All these defeats start soon. Sure, I could have started all these defeats earlier. I really could have. Pity. How far is the Blues? 8 days left, and we can do the Blues. Feelings in the Bottle is just another basic movie. Okay. I want to leave... There's strawberries. I want to leave flowers out of this one. And this one kind of makes me think it's just cocktails. That's funny. Feelings in a bottle, you know? I guess it suggests that they go out to cocktail lounges a lot. I'm gonna give this a full 2 cinema run and see what happens. And I'm gonna release this one here. And I'm gonna keep it to just my own cinemas. Because it's a low score. Supply. Okay, let's advertise. It's another romance. I'm just gonna stick it on billboards. Actually, let's try not the billboards. Let's try the Nate Sparrow Press. They have a wide release and they're quite expensive. Let's see how much $150,000 worth of distribution does. Okay, I'm waiting for this. Okay, Revelation and Man should be finished shooting, then I'll do the Blues, and then I've got It's about 5.1, the blues script. That's a lot lower than I thought it would be. 5.1 and a 4.2. Okay. I'm going to shelve briefly and just wait for Revelation Man to finish shooting. Oh. What are C pluses, eh? Can I get a B minus next time? Thanks. So on 500,000, this will be alright. Okay, Randy Bird. I'm building a house for my parents, and every day the contractors are up to new tricks. Either they're stealing cement or starting a fire, or they refuse to return the deposit. My folks are constantly calling in with complaints. We can't live in a house where the roof could collapse any second. You can laugh, but last year some other crooks built a house for my cousin Ed, and a month later the whole family nearly died of gas poisoning. Please can you let me go for 2 months so I can get the situation under control. Now you're a star actor, sir, and I'm about to get a movie off the ground that I need to get +4. Why am I feeling so nice? You know what, I've never said no. I'm gonna give him a gift and say sorry. Give him a gift, and then I'm gonna deny him and say sorry. Sorry, I don't normally say no, but this time I'm saying no. Sort it out. We're busy people. Nice. Leakage is under control mostly. Yes. And Revelation Man, finish. Oh. Yeah, only 76%. So if it's below 5, I guess it's because it's below 4 artistic rating. Well, it's also going to be tight. I'm going to break even with this job. Sure. Oh, my Revelation Man's taking a knock, eh? What happened? Ah, I see. Shoot key scenes only, the quality dropped significantly. Start press production. Take note, everyone, take note. No, I didn't even actually want to straight off the bat cut the scenes and cut the takes, because it'll save money, but you're gonna end up with, I mean, I would do, now I have to try and get post-production to get some value out of this production. Let's hope I can get it back up. That's quite terrible, it's dropped off a lot. Okay, I'm completely exhausted. I really need a vacation. Can you let me go? Yeah, as long as you're happy and more loyal. Yeah. Okay. The numbers game broke even. Great, it didn't make a lot of profits. That's it, really. I really need to get movies above 5. Okay, Sigmund Filmbaum. My contract has expired, but I'd be happy to keep working together, assuming you're interested, of course. He's pretty good, he's happy. I think he's got room for growth. Let's discuss. I think he should have a 10% signing, you know, like a 10% leverage bonus. Yep, successful collaboration. I'll give him a watch, I'll give him medical insurance, and then spent $30,000 to keep him on for 3 years. He's a pretty good producer, not bad. He's 19 years old, which means he should grow into his role and get better. Philip Palmer, shame on you, mate. Keep researching. Wayward Soul. Thank you, Bernard. I've got other scripts writing. I tell you what, do one more story element for me, and then you can have your own script. Shame, Buxbaum. I've been feeling dizzy the past 3 days. Last night it got so bad I fell over in the bathroom and hit my forehead on the sink. I got off with just a bruise, but next time I might not be so lucky. The doctor said I'm just working too much, and it's true. I've gone way too long without a break. Will you give me a couple months? I've got this big movie coming. I want you for long term, so let's go yes. There is someone else that I can put into that role. Revelation. I need to get the script out. Really too slow. The blues. Damn. If I was only a bit quicker, he wouldn't have left. Alright, cinematographer. Ricardo Reed. Stage 1. City streets. On location. Interiors. In studio. This is going to be a long film. Ooh, movie theater. I'm doing studio. Station in studio. Hotel in studio. $99-day shoot. Anyone else? I think I need someone that's better in studio. It's not. It's Arthur Stevens, but he's very cheap. Not very happy. He's an alcoholic. Carlos. Bernard Lipman is a melancholic. Oh gosh. I don't really have a better option. Let's stick with this guy. I'm also worried I get just make sure there's extras, make sure there's good props. Can you add a producer? I'm actually gonna add 2 producers to this and see if this makes it more manageable. And maybe I get more experience, yeah? And then they help each other out. The director is going to be fantastic. He's Anthony Lewis. The cop is going to be Randy Bird. Because I asked him to not. I really asked him to not go away. The sidekick can be Ronnie McCoy. That's why I let the other guy go. Criminal mastermind. Like Peter Harris. That's pretty good. That'll get at least 4. I mean, it's really over 4, but like, just need to maintain it there, right? 406,000 to make this. Okay, just gonna have to do my best to see if I don't just go bankrupt. It'll be very difficult to keep this under $600,000-700,000. It's already below where I want to do it. Okay. Yes, you can take off. Okay, their flag. I have got experience quite nicely. I might just keep it. Shelve that for now. Find a new idea. Comedy, clumsy over. He's your real romancer. Romance. No romance. Drama, modern city detective. Write it. He wants some time off. That's why he's lazy. I'm sure he wants a break. So I've got 2 more scripts that are going to come out. Ever Goodman returned from vacation. You had a watch before. What happens when I cheer you up a bit. Wow. Still a very unhappy person, aren't you? Revelation Man. Not bad. Cheap movie. Very cheap. Oh, cool revelation, man. This one's not gonna make a lot of movies. Healings in a bottle. I just want to check. It's a 4.4 out, so let's just keep running. Let's go. I don't want to go too big. 3.5 for the first week. That's about 3 for the second week. Actually, it's not even. Just do it like that. 7,000 for printing. And it starts off the feelings in the bottle. Revelation Man, this is a drama, so it's more for adults. Even just cut it slightly shorter. Let's keep it to these two. Actually, I've got more advertising space. Not a very good quality show. Let's. I don't know if I want to spend 75,000 on that though. Widely circulated. Give it a try. So this is 139. This is a lot of money. Let's try. I'm not spending a lot on the distribution side, so. Alrighty. Okay, so I'm going to leave it here. This is a profitable film. In the next episode, we will be releasing The Blues, and we'll see how much Rotten Fate does. Thanks very much for joining, everybody.